Mary, is that you?
Peter!
Oh my gosh, the PMS is resurrected after a 7-year
Hiatus.
Hey everyone, welcome back to PMS. I'm Peter.
And I'm Mary.
And this is PMS quarantine edition.
We're coming to you live from the West Coast.
And the East Coast.
So
Can you believe it's been 7 years and it took a pandemic to get us to do this?
I guess I have to believe it because I can see.
You know, what the viewers don't know is this is actually the first time we've talked since the last episode. We haven't even seen each other. This is really, I think we look pretty much the same.
I agree. I might look better, some would say.
Maybe.
Depending on which episode you're referencing.
Well, of course the lighting here isn't as good as your lighting, but I think that we look pretty good. But more important than looking good is feeling good. And I feel great.
I feel great.
Although today I will say I found a box of chocolates.
Well,
but I did resist eating them all.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Well, I guess there's only 3 left, but that's still, I didn't eat them all.
I bought a bag of I bought Oreos.
Real Oreos or like Numinos?
No, real Oreos.
Oh.
I've been dipping them in peanut butter like the Parent Trap.
Regular or double stuffed?
Just regular.
Oh, good, great.
But it's hot out.
How do you eat the Oreo?
I dip them in peanut butter and I just pop them in my mouth, and then
There's no twistation.
No, not since I was a kid. And I kind of just let my saliva like moisten the cookie, and I let it kind of just like melt in my mouth.
I avoid buying Oreos because they disappear.
Yeah, once you pop,
you can't stop. Pringles too.
Speaking of can't stop, I can't stop reading Martha's Instagram captions.
Well, let's bring back one of our tried and trues. It's time for That's What Martha's
saying. Said. It's been 7 years, people.
But also, yeah, it used to be in 7 years, what has changed is that we used to say, that's what Martha's tweeting.
Yeah.
And now she's on Instagram.
Yeah, she's a multimedia queen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, so let's see what she's been saying.
So the picture will appear. I haven't done this voice in so long, I'm rusty.
Nah.
Princess Peony and Empress Tang are going stir crazy. There are people all over the place. It's really rough. Namely, me and Ryan, who usually are not here all the time. Period. I am being followed. Period. Cajoled. Period. Bothered. Period. Meowed at. Period. Swatted at. 2 exclamation points. Oh my. Space. Exclamation point. All I can say is sorry.
And this has been That's What Martha's saying now.
Yep.
Wow. Well.
Ooh. I mean, things going on with her quarantine. Apparently she has a staff she's been holding hostage.
No, what does she call them? Her refugees or something? Detainees.
Detainees.
Yeah. But then I read on her thing, she referred to them and then she started calling them by name because she said some of you were giving her a hard time for calling them the detainees.
Well, to be fair.
But it is, at least she wasn't saying refugees.
Ew.
So what have you been up to?
Well, I've had some sleepless nights for the past month, really. And part of it, I think, is I've fallen into a Housewives hole.
The whole of the Housewives.
Yeah, I just sometimes, like every now and then, I just go through a period where all I watch is Housewives. And that's where I'm at.
A couple things come to mind.
Really?
First of all, I've never, I mean, I know that you know this because you're always on my case about it, but I have never watched The Housewives.
And I wish
But
you could.
I have to say though, in my defense, I am sure that I would waste, I mean, to each his own and, whatever you want to do. But I am sure that I would watch it. So, well, this has been true. I mean, I've said the same thing for years. And then I just never caught up, but I just think I would never be able to catch up.
Listen, I'm rewatching New York right now because I actually ran out
But
of.
see, I just,
Here's why.
I have to say, I have watched some of New York.
I mean, you haven't watched enough though because you like Bethany and I do not. But that's beside the point. I like Housewives because it's not like I'm just sitting there like glued to the screen. It's like I can do other things and then.
But see, I can't do that.
Well,
because I feel but you've watched it more than once, so of course you can do other things while it's on.
Well, I think that's why it has so much rewatch value for me is because I wasn't paying attention the first time that much either. But then there's moments that really catch your attention, like when they're really screaming at each other or throwing things or Sonya's yelling.
So are you only watching New York?
Well, I guess I am going to catch up on Beverly Hills because it seems like Bravo is putting full episodes of Beverly Hills on on YouTube. And I'm a Beverly Hills fan. I like them all, minus Dallas.
Is that the one with
like all the originals?
Denise Richards?
Oh, yes. She's having some issues this season.
Oh, didn't she have an affair with
Brandy
a woman?
Glanville.
Oh, Brandy.
It's like one of the villains of the Beverly Hills Housewives. She was
really?
like hanging out with Kim.
Well, I don't even know who that is.
Going through like, I don't know. I think she was drinking again, or maybe she was sober, but mad at Kyle.
Didn't one of them die? Oh no.
No, I don't think any housewives have died yet. Vanderpump had a symbolic funeral though. They yeeted her.
I don't know what that means.
They all turned on her. And they kicked, and they were like.
Is that the one with who's the one with the hot daughters?
Oh, you know. I'll do her phrase, her catchphrase from the opening.
Okay.
In the game of life, it's Rinna take all.
Oh, Lisa Rinna. Well, it says her name. Well, that's a dumb catchphrase or whatever, tagline.
How? It's punny.
Well, it says her name.
But it's like Rinna instead of Winna.
Oh.
Winner take all.
Oh, that is kind of funny.
I mean.
Well, yeah, she does have those hot daughters, particularly the one who has that hot boyfriend whose sex tapes I would watch. Well, although I should also say that I probably wouldn't watch them. First of all, I don't know how old they are. Maybe they're not even old enough.
You got a lot to unpack here with that statement.
But second of all, they're, but the point is that I probably wouldn't actually be able to watch their sex tape because I've never been able to find how to watch them.
I feel like you are like always talking about celebrity sex tapes.
No, first of all, I'm not always talking about them. It's not like I'd bring them up often.
Well,
oh my gosh.
I feel like, when you
Well, but I mean, I will say that like, there was a time like when
Kim,
there are like certain sex tapes
Paris.
that like we should have watched or like that are, I mean, not that we should have watched.
During the Criterion Collection?
Oh, I'm about to, well, anyway, they're not on the, well, anyway. No, but I feel like we should have, they were like a hot thing for a while.
Yeah, Pam Anderson. I mean, that's a pretty.
But I could never find them. I don't know how to watch them.
I mean.
Well, I don't want to pay for them. I don't have a VHS player. I don't have are they on? I don't know. I never figured out how to watch them. And then I just don't care. But if this Rinna girl.
Tarzan and Jane?
I don't know which one it is.
Well, like Lisa Rinna, she's very active on social media. She's always commenting on things. And there's one picture of them where she
Oh yeah,
comments
yeah.
Tarzan and Jane.
Well, they do look like that a bit. So we can't do a man on the street today, I realized.
When will we even be able to do that again?
Never. Well, not for a long time. I mean,
No,
I'm not going to go out there by myself with a mask and talk to people.
but aren't all the streets like kind of closed down? Isn't there just no traffic in New York City right now?
Well, there's no traffic, but there are still people.
Right, but it's, you can be spaced out. Here, people are just acting the same, but they're wearing masks. It's a mess.
Language.
It's a freaking, I know, family show. It's a freaking mess. Oh, quick shout out.
Well, you can just beep it.
Oh, yeah. Or put a like a clown.
Yeah, shout out.
To YouTuber Mark Montana. This was one of his crafts.
Wow. Fancy. So we're going to do one headline because I wanted to get your hot take.
I'm hot and heavy.
Whoa. So your friend and mine, Andre Leon Talley, who did something over at Vogue for a long time, besides be a big presence in the fashion world, he is making headlines right now for saying that our other friend, or my other friend, Anna Wintour, is, quote, not capable of simple human kindness. Well, first of all, he has a memoir coming out. So this is, of course, to generate press for his memoir.
Yeah, get you titulated.
Yeah, titulated. So she's apparently, breaking news in 2020, Anna Wintour is not capable of simple human kindness, and their friendship ended because he was, quote, too old, overweight, and uncool.
I feel like right off the bat, yeah, I think it's all true. I think.
But don't we all know this already?
Yeah.
Why do I care?
Well, I just think it's more nails in the coffin of a mean old lady who herself may reject older people, her contemporaries, but she's old and she should be done at Vogue anyway. Like, she has been boring for the past 10 years with what
she's not boring.
Oh,
That's
she's not boring. I'm sorry. Nobody needs another celebrity cover of Vogue that's just like their face. And nothing creative has happened with that magazine, hardly. And
it's not about being creative.
Grace Coddington.
It's about celebration.
So what?
It's about celebrating the world and the fashion that is created within it.
Okay, well, what?
And as our other friend Wendy said, if that woman Anna Wintour were to call Andre today, he would drape on one of those big capes and get to wherever she needed him right away. To me, it just sounds like he's a little bitter that maybe he's out of work and has to be putting out this memoir, and he's probably a little bored up at his house in Connecticut or wherever he lives. Anyway, I just think, whatever, I like her a lot. I have met a lot of people who have met her, who I've seen her twice in my life.
What?
And I think
Where?
I saw her at a restaurant once, and I saw her at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And I think she raised a lot of money for good things in the city. And I think that
so do all rich people.
Yeah, but
they still
at least she's doing something.
Themselves. Yeah, right.
So she just took she just took a pay cut. I mean, I don't have a problem with her, and I think that as a businesswoman, she does what she does, and she is ruthless. And you don't go to work to make friends, and he needs to get over it.
I don't know. One, I think she is ruthless. I think anyone who gets that level of success, you probably are like a psychopathic, not nice, kind person. I believe that. At work. I mean,
I don't believe she's going to be like that in real life.
What personal life does she even have? She's like has that.
She has children.
Really?
And she has a brother. I just heard her talking about her brother who lives in
with her brother.
That's incest, Mary. Anyway, no, I just heard her talking the other day about how her brother lives in London, and he has 4 children and a wife, and they're all in like a house. And she was saying how grateful she is to be at a place where she can go outside, and she's been running a lot. I mean, I think that I think that like what you see of her and what was perpetuated by The Devil Wears Prada is one obviously huge facet of her, but I don't think that necessarily has to blend into. And when I've seen her, she's been perfectly smiley.
The 2 times,
but I don't work at Condé Nast.
From like hundreds of feet away.
No, Mary.
Binoculars.
Right. No, Pat. I walked right by, and I sat right by her at the table. She was with her whole family too at the restaurant.
The brother and the kids. Listen,
not the brother and the kids, not incest, but her kids. She has children, and one of them has always like works for the late night shows.
Wow, must have been hard for them to get that job. What? My only point is, if she is allowed to get away with being, if she's allowed to get away with being ruthless in business, so is he. He's being cunty and catty, and he's gossiping, and it's to sell his book. So who cares? Easy target. Calling an obvious unkind person unkind.
Exactly.
So tomato. I mean, it's all the salad of life, and we're just some croutons.
Oh, I love croutons.
Have you ever made them?
Yeah, of course. I make them all the time.
It's kind of like making, I guess, bruschetta.
Well, it's just bread. All right. Well, this has been real. And anything else you need to talk about?
On that note, let's just toss our salads right out the window, because I think this episode's on.
No, I mean, do your own thing.
That's true. That's my message to the viewers. Do your own thing. Thanks for rejoining us. I mean,
we're back.
We're back. I'm sure we'll get better at this as it goes on. I'll get my outfits together.
I'll probably wear the same thing.
But that's classic. Season 2. We tried to film a season 2 years ago, but
let's not talk about it. PMS took New York, and then New York took Mary's phone. That's true. All right. Well, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Dunkaroos.
Oh.
Maybe they'll sponsor us this time. Do they even still exist? Who knows?
I don't know. Let's say high five.
Mine doesn't look like that. Like I'm up in it doesn't. I don't know what I'm doing.
That worked.
Don't forget to hit OK.
What?
When you X out of the thing, he said, don't forget to hit OK.
I thought you were saying to the subscribers, don't forget to hit OK.
No, I don't know how to do that.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget.
Oh, find us on Instagram somewhere.
I'm sure we'll have a link in the description box.
To it. Yeah, why not?
All right.
Peace.
And then this is the end part where I put the music over us talking, and we roll the credits. How do you think it went?
Good.
I agree.
Do you think so? It's like riding an old bike or an old horse.
Yeah. Bike and horse.
Once you know, you just know.
I know. I'm pretty excited to edit it. I think it'll look good. I am a little scared now, though. Oh. For
what?
To stop it.
Oh no, he just said stop it and then hit OK.
But do I stop it by hitting stop recording or end meeting? Vinny?
I would do stop recording.
I think he left. All right.
Well, I hope it saves.
Wait, don't leave it. Let me try.